thank you all for joining us tonight. I am going to let the students do most of the talking for what we're doing. I'll say hi to you again at the end.
The future lies before you like a field of fallen snow. Be careful how you trend it, for every step it will show. Hello and welcome to the Fisher Middle School's Winter Vocal Concert. We are incredibly happy to have you here, and we're excited to show you what we've been working on. So sit back, relax, and enjoy as we set the mood for our concert tonight.
We are the 8th grade choir. We are the smallest group of only 19 students, but we don't let our size hold us back from making beautiful music. Our first selection is a song called Estrella Brillante, or Brilliant Star in English. Estrella Brillante is a Mexican carol that talks about following a star to a path of peaceful love. The beautiful melody is here supported by a fun accompaniment.
Hashi is a popular Israeli folk song about turning back to your roots and your beliefs. There are many times in life when we may feel lost, but returning to our roots can be all we need to set ourselves up for success again. After we set up for the melody for you, we break into 3 separate parts as the song goes around and around. This shows our inner turmoil and forgetting ourselves. But at the end of the song, we all end up on the same note, showing our unity and strength and finding where we belong. Robert Louis Stevenson is known for his love of writing. His poems, essays, and novels eventually made him one of the most popular writers of his time, and one of the few writers whose works were popular with audiences both young and old. Some of his well-known works include classics such as Treasure Island and Its Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. In the piece "And This Shall Be for Music," Marilyn Lightfoot has taken this poem and added wonderful harmonies that show the simplicity of life and the beauty that music brings to it.
Good evening. Humanity spent a lifetime to find a voice trying to be heard. Some led, some are and are never understood. Some are acknowledged, some are acknowledged, some are silent. Even strong voices soon pass, but their voice lights up stars and communicate far beyond their dreams. A voice never knows when its message is a light beyond their dreams, which others will use to navigate their lives. Send out the best messages, for they may be shaping future generations. Ronald Stroop.
We are the 7th grade choir. Though we are definitely the loudest, most talkative, and most argumentative group, We still put in work to make beautiful music together. Last year we sang a medley of songs from the musical The Sound of Music, and we just couldn't get enough of it. Edelweiss is a type of flower that blooms in the hills of Austria. The flower is a snowy white bloom and is featured on many different things in Austria, like their money, and is worn as a cap emblem by some of their troopers. It is so important to the country that it's illegal to pick it. Thankfully, it's not illegal to sing. Please enjoy as we sing Edelweiss.
All right, Dodgers.
The Sound of Pipe and Drum is an old tune written by the French composer Pierre Saintin in the 16th century. It is a light piece that is reminiscent of dancing and being merry with close friends. In this arrangement of the song, the editors has decided to use a simpler version of an English translation in favor of quick-moving lines that mimic dancing as they chase after each other.
Still could be seen as a lesser-known Christmas carol when compared to some favorites like Frosty the Snowman, Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, or even Silent Night. It is nevertheless a beautiful and timeless carol that paint a vivid image of that first snow of the winter season. Picture it. You wake up early on a Saturday morning, put on your robe and slippers, and walk out your front door. The sun still hasn't risen, and you walked out into a still winter wonderland. Everything around you is silent and unmoving. The only sound that you can faintly hear is the falling, light falling of snow.
We are the sixth grade choir. We've worked incredibly hard this past semester learning everything from confusing layout of this school year to so many songs we had to cut some of them in. We begin our set with every parent's favorite time, the night after Christmas. You know that time when all the wrapping paper is off the boxes, new sweaters all over the floor, and directions for every toy we bought that morning have somehow disappeared? Well, it's our favorite time too. Please enjoy as we reminisce with "'Tis the Night After Christmas."
Christmas Our next piece begins as a lullaby, hence by the title, Hush. This piece is a traditional spiritual that some of you may know. While this song has its own melody that surfaces throughout the piece, familiar Christmas carols you know and love pop up as well. Now listen, just because this is a lullaby does not mean any of you are allowed to sleep. We still have a few more to go.
in music in many different times, settings, and arrangements. It is a traditional Latin text that means greatest peace. Peace is something that we are constantly seeking, whether it is in our lives, in our communities, or in our world. Peace is always being sought after, and that is a part of why this text is understood by the masses and is still used in many different works today.
We are always in need of peace in the world. We are also in need of hope. We are in need of a friend. We are in need of a light. Light a candle, ask every one of us to use the light and goodness that we have inside of us to help others. We are all capable of showing our light to others and being a ray of hope even in the darkest hours.
I'd like to say thank you to a few people before we get to our last piece. I'd like to first thank the teachers who came out to help and chaperone everybody over here. It's really, really necessary, and I'm thankful that they are there. Also, the rest of the teachers in the building who are so supportive and let the students come to their lessons. I'd like to thank the Board of Education. Without them, we would not be able to do all of the things that we are able to. So I'm going to thank them for the support. I would like to thank the district administration, Superintendent Nitty, Assistant Superintendent Dr. Ishibashi, and also Fisher's administration, Dr. Hannah, Mr. Sheplock, Mr. Dwyer, and Mrs. Freeman. They are so helpful on a daily basis that this would not be possible without their continued support. I'd like to say thank you to our new humanities supervisor, Mr. Mislin. He has been amazing. It's his first time doing this with us, and it's so great. He's so supportive, always asking me if I need anything, and I'm so appreciative for that. I'd also like to thank Mr. Filipino, the band director, and Miss Berry, the orchestra director. They are every single day helping me. I learn from them so much. They've been great mentors for me for these past 2 years. I'd like to thank all of you, families and friends. Thank you so much for coming out and supporting them. You know, they might have an interest in music, but it takes people like you to bring them to their concerts and encourage them to keep music in their lives. So thank you very much for that. And last but not least, I would like to say a huge thank you to our district accompanist, Mrs. Beverly McDonald. She is amazing. She is an absolute ray of sunshine, and she makes everything so great. Without her, we really wouldn't be able to pull this all together for you. So thank you all, and we're going to move to our last song.
Everyone loves a good snow day, whether it is spent outside freezing with friends, sitting inside with a good book and some hot chocolate, or binge watching the Hallmark Channel during Christmas time. Though we're halfway through winter and still haven't had a real snow day, that can't stop us from wishing for one. We hope you've enjoyed your evening with us, and we thank you for joining us on this starlit night. Thank you.
On a starlit night, 'neath a sky so bright.